3, 2, 1, and we are live. Hi there, it's Tony here once again, and I'm here because I'm about to give you something that I know you're absolutely going to love, because what I'm about to show you has never been done before, but it will change your life as a parent, and I guarantee it will totally improve your children's lives in so many ways, and it's absolutely yours, free to try. Okay, I'm going to give you everything you need as a parent, or put differently, I'm going to give you everything you need to see on every device used by your children. Now, I've proven this in my own family, so I guarantee you will connect with your children on a much deeper level and start taking back this insane influence the internet is currently having over all our children. Okay, so here's how the amazing offer works. I'm going to give you 1,000 impressions of the Visible Internet Family application 100% free. Okay, that's 1,000 impressions straight from any device used by your children, and it's absolutely free right now. So to begin with, I'm going to take a screen impression from Nick's phone, and if we get time, I'll do the same thing on Sarah's Android phone. So each time I capture a screen, we count that as an impression. So along the way, I'm going to show you how your very own parenting AI assistant will start flagging content that you should know about. Okay, so here we go. Right, now I've got two phones. So a screen impression is an exact reflection straight from any device used by your children. And the best way for me to demonstrate it is on one of the phones here. As you can see, there's Nick's phone, which is an iPhone, and Sarah's phone is an Android phone. I've opened up Instagram on Nick's phone, and I'm clicking on an image on Instagram, which you can see is enlarged on Nick's phone. And then you can see the parent's phone, on the parent's phone, the grey button right beside Nick's name. Okay, so when that turns green, that's an indication Nick's online. So I'll click the Now button on the parent app. Okay, now once I click the Now button, it sends a request to Nick's phone to capture a screen impression, which is an exact copy of whatever's displaying on Nick's phone. Okay, now, and you can see if I click on the image that has arrived in the parent app and I hold them up side by side, it's exactly the same image. So, okay, so we're clear. I tap the Now button and it sends a request to Nick's phone, and then Visible Internet captures the screen impression and delivers that back as an image on the parent app. So whatever Nick is doing on his phone, the Visible Internet system captures that and sends it back to the parent app. So that's stage one. Okay, now stage two, we have designed and built a super amazing image recognition artificial intelligence feature that we built into the image detection technology. We call this the Parenting AI Assistant. Okay, it's super amazing. It categorizes content of every screen impression, and if that impression falls into one of 4 different categories, the AI will flag that image. Okay, so to demonstrate one more time, I click the Now button on the parent app, and the Visible Internet system captures the screen impression straight from Nick's phone, and voila! It delivers that back to the parent app, and as you can see, it's flagged as social networking. So amber flag represents social networking, right? So the Parenting AI Assistant can do the same for inappropriate content, self-harm content, and if your children are being bullied online, the Parenting AI Assistant will flag that content and it will alert you that there may be a problem. So as you can see here on Sarah's phone, Sarah has some blue flags on some of the images that she's been viewing. So the system is telling me there could be an issue that might require my attention. Okay, I don't want to have to fight all my daughter's battles, but we have to deal with this sort of thing, and it's better as parents that we know. Okay, so I'm a strong believer we can't fight all our kids' battles, but I'd rather know if she needs my help, or if it's just a low-level incident, and I can leave it up to her to work out. Okay, so as you can see, I tap the images. There is some sort of harsh language being exchanged, and that might require, maybe me to sit down with Sarah and have that conversation. So Visible Internet is giving us such a deep understanding of what's happening in our children's lives. So when we talk to our kids, or talk with our kids, we know exactly how to leave the conversation so we can optimize our time with them. Okay, so as you can see, I can tap the inappropriate, and I can see all the red flags that is telling my, the red flags is letting me know that my kids have been viewing that sort of content. I can tap social networking, I can tap bullying, and I can, as you can see, there's self-harm. So every one of those flags is showing me every time my kids have viewed something I need to know about, or I tap all and it shows me each image. And as you can see, some of the images are flagged, but most are not flagged. So I tap and can see, there you go, each image in a larger view. Okay, so while we're here, I might as well give you another give you a demonstration of the other features of the Visible Internet system. So as you can see on the main screen, the bottom is the visibility component. So, we've gone through how Visible Internet can capture what your kids are doing off any device and displays that in rows. And then the AI, the parenting AI assistant, will then flag content that you need to know about. So above that, you've got the GPS locator. So using GPS, the system will pinpoint the exact location of your kids. So as you can see, I can double tap that. So it enlarges it on the whole screen. And if I just pinch the screen, you'll see there we are, there's my 2 kids. Okay, so that's the GPS locator. We've gone through the flag content. We'll just show you that again. So it can start, all the content that's been flagged can be displayed. Each image can be displayed. Now, if we go into the feature set, okay, let's firstly look at the device management. So device management gives the ability inside the device management, you can deploy the Visible Internet Child app from the parent app. So you can send the link. So once you enter your child's name, either their email address, or you might choose an alternate method. So you may choose QR code, or you may even send that link via an SMS message. But once you're all set up inside the system, as you can see, device management, we've built controls. So for example, if I need or I want Nick to get to bed at 9 o'clock tonight, I can lock down all internet right here, right from the parent app. I can lock down all internet on Nick's phone. I can, for example, maybe Friday night, I'm going to allow him Friday and Saturday nights to use the internet a little bit later. So I can create time scheduling, as you can see, and if I just go back, I can do the same thing on Sarah's phone. There's exactly the same thing. So that's a really cool feature. We all know that the internet right there in the palm of their hand in the middle of the night, it can be very distracting. So using that feature, you can control the internet. So if you want your kids to get to bed at 9 o'clock at night, I highly recommend you use that feature. Okay, so there's device management. We've built an analytic tool inside the system, so you can bring up a report so you can see everything that your kids have been doing whilst they're using the internet. Okay, you've then got the notification feature. So as you can see, every time your kids are flagged, okay, so if I turn on the notifications, so if I turn on self-harm, bullying, and I turn on social networking and inappropriate, and I turn on the sound, so every time the system flags, so as you can see, if I go back to the main page, on the main page, so Nick was flagged for looking at age inappropriate content, I receive what we call a ping notification, meaning the phone will make a sound to alert me, and at the top of the screen you'll see an alert, meaning there'll be a message that'll scroll across the top of the screen alerting me that Nick has been flagged for looking at age inappropriate content. So you turn those features on, and every time your kids are flagged, you'll receive that notification. Okay, another really super awesome, let me just show you the Masterclass. The Masterclass, it's everything you need to know. It's an extension of the Parenting with Technology Masterclass that You're in the process of now understanding how to use the system. You're going through all the content. So, but part of that now, we've actually put that inside the parent app. Okay, so now if I go back to the main page, so getting back to Nick, okay, he was flagged for looking at age inappropriate content. Now I can tap and hold that, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the messaging feature. So I can download that file. I'm downloading that image, and then, okay, there's the image. I then can start customizing a message that I would like to send to Nick. So let's start by, what is this? Dude, this is not cool. Okay, so, and then I can start playing around. I can use things like angry emojis. I might just start shaping the screen so Nick, totally understands that I'm a little bit annoyed that he's been viewing that sort of thing. So I might then choose a sticker. Let's see, please explain, Nick, so I can move that around on the screen. And then it's just a matter of clicking the send button. Nick will then receive that message as a push, meaning it will just highlight, it will just appear on the screen of his device, so it's unavoidable, meaning that same copy. Look, there it is. I'm just showing you now Nick's phone. That's the way Nick received the message, like your kids. So if your kids have been viewing something, or even social networking, you can tap, you can tap and hold. It's a matter of clicking the messaging feature. You download that file, and then you can start having some fun, saying, oh, you're an angel, my child, and laugh out loud. You may then say interesting. You can place that on the screen, and then once again I tap send, and then your kids will receive that as a message. So that's the Visible Internet system. Super cool system. I highly recommend you use this in your family. It's giving you that understanding of exactly what's going on in the internet lives of your kids. By doing that, when you're with your kids, you can optimize your time. You know exactly what's going on, which means you can guide and you can direct the conversation in such a way that your kids, you're educating your kids on how to use the internet in the right way. Okay, so thanks so much. That's Visible Internet.